These characteristics that I have been talking about also ensure that radio reaches a large number of people. It is a low cost medium and it is easy for even a poor person to own a radio set. He does not have to pay anybody to receive the content. It is free to air, though he might have to spend a little on the batteries. The receiver set is portable and that makes it very easy to carry it around and listen to. One is not tied by any cords or cables, and radio broadcast reaches almost 98% of India's territory. All these factors ensure a higher reach of radio amongst the audience. In fact, higher reach can be counted as another characteristic of radio. In these characteristics and the resultant higher reach also make radio more suitable for certain purposes. One characteristic of radio is that it is very suitable for aid in distance education. It is not viable to spend much on educational programming, especially when the size of audience, in this case all students enrolled in a particular course, is not very high. Suppose a very specialized program of Open University attracts 40 learners. If these learners are spread in different parts of India, then reaching out to them through other medium would be very costly. TV airtime is costly, and in this case you will either need one national broadcaster or several regional or local channels. The cost of printing per copy comes down when you do large scale printing. Printing or copying a limited number of documents proves to be very costly, but radio does not have these limitations. That is why radio becomes an important part of distance learning programs, and it also becomes a default choice in this kind of a situation. Producing and telecasting an educational program on radio is viable even when the number of students is small and they are spread over a huge area. Radio is actually a perfect medium to reach out to a small and stratified audience because of its low cost and huge coverage area. This very virtue also makes it a suitable medium for public service advertising. Though such advertising is extremely important for society, it does not lead to immediate returns. In fact, the returns accrue to the society in long run in the form of a better living environment. But unlike commercial advertising, it does not aim to justify itself through revenues. So, the purse strings for this category of advertising are always held tight. The lower costs in production and broadcast make radio a preferred medium for public service advertising. Its wider reach and the fact that the target audience does not have to be literate to understand the message makes it even more suitable. These were some of the main characteristics of radio. Radio is an important medium of mass communications and it is a completely audio medium. Its technical makeup gives it certain features, while some features are based on kind of language that is usually spoken on radio. These language related features may also be seen as certain conventions which have evolved out of decades of attempt to make radio communication more effective and enjoyable. These conventions are practiced widely. Some features have emerged out of technical, economic and language features, and it has become more suitable for certain requirements. Thank you so much for watching this program. Hope you enjoyed this lesson and found it useful.